Hey YouTube, it's Andrew from AMDtech, and yesterday we unboxed the Dynapad from Toshiba, a Surface 3 potential killer. Well, today we're going to unbox the Spectre X2 by HP. Is this a real Surface killer? Let's unbox this baby and find out. So let's open this up. Let's see what's inside the box. I already pre-cut the tape, so let's just get right to it. So here's the outer box, and as you can see, there's another box inside. Let's put this box to the side, and there she is, the Spectre X2. And let's remove this. Nice packaging, HP. Very premium look and feel. Very nice. Very nice. And let's cut the plastic. Take the plastic off. And I just want to show you how nice this really looks. This is really a premium packaging. And as we unbox it for the first time, let's get this baby open. Now the difference between this one and the Toshiba Dynapad that we unboxed yesterday is that this one includes the keyboard. It doesn't have a pen included. There is an optional pen you can buy, but the keyboard is included in this one, and I believe it is also a backlit keyboard. So let's remove the tablet that's on top. Let's put that aside for the moment. We'll get right to that as soon as we see what else is inside. And here it is. Here's the keyboard. And the keyboard, I gotta say, looks pretty good. It's got a nice metal frame, good aluminum construction, from what I can feel so far. Good key travel, nice feel, very nice. And it looks very similar in terms of the Surface keyboard, the type cover, and I have a feeling this is a direct rip-off of the Microsoft Surface 3 Surface type cover keyboard for the Pro line as well. We have some documentation, put that aside. We have some limited warranty, good. Put that aside. Spectre X2 setup instructions, and this just gives you some idea on how to set it up if you're not familiar with the two-in-one concept. Again, this doesn't have a pen, but it does have LTE, and the SIM is already in there. I have my own SIM card with my Verizon account. I will be testing that as well. So I'm curious to see how the LTE will work outside the office, outside the house, on the go. So here's a micro USB to regular full-size USB. I believe it's probably 2.0, could even be 3.0. We'll find out. We'll do some testing. I'll put all the specs above regarding this in the notes. Here's the power cord, and here is the wall charger adapter. And that might be it. Now there is a section here where it looks like a pen would go, but in this variant that they sell at Best Buy, they did not include that in this package. So it is a $59 accessory. I ordered it from Best Buy, so I will be testing that. I'm also curious to see, since I believe it is a Wacom tablet and a Wacom pen, I believe that the Toshiba Dynapad's pen will work with this, so we'll find out. So let's take a look at the tablet itself and put all this to the side. And here is the tablet as we peel the plastic off and pull it out gently. And here it is. Very, very nice. Got a nice premium feel, nice aluminum back. It has Verizon branding there to show that it is LTE Verizon ready. It has the SIM already in there. It has a nice metal back. It has a nice lacquer liner on the top. It has HP branding. It's all very premium feeling. Nice, solid construction. Now, this is a Surface. We'll get to the kickstand in a moment, but let's just go over a few of the ports. It has a headphone jack. It has a volume up and down rocker. It has a USB Type-C, and I believe it has two of these. It has a kickstand ejection button. This is where we'll release the kickstand. On the bottom, there is a connector for when you attach the keyboard, which draws its power from the tablet itself. And that's it on the bottom. On the other side, we have another USB Type-C. We have the SIM card. Let me turn that around. We have the SIM card tray, and we have a micro SD tray as well. And on the back, we have a camera. And I don't know if you can see it with the black. It's right there. And we have a front-facing camera. We'll get through all the specs. I'll list them all below. And also, we'll be testing this kickstand. Now, this kickstand is very interesting, as if I can find the ejection for the kickstand, that button, and there it is. So just like the Surface line, you have the ability to put it to the proper angle that will please you, and that's a very good feature. But unlike the Surface, this one is just more of a U-shaped metal bar as opposed to a solid piece of metal that comes out of the Surface Pro or the Surface 3 line. So it didn't have any charge, so I had to plug it in. Here is the Wacom pen from the Toshiba Dynapad that we unboxed yesterday. It uses the Wacom technology. Supposedly this also uses Wacom technology. The pen is not included in this package. I'm trying to get a hold of one. I ordered one, and let's see if this pen works. It may or may not work, so let's take a look. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so let's see if this actually does work. I'm gonna do this with my left hand. I'm left-handed, and you know what? It works. So it does use the same technology as the Toshiba Dynapad. So this tells me that you can use the Dynapad pen, the true pen from Toshiba. All right, let's connect to the network. So here we go, use express settings. Now, while this is getting some critical updates, let's take a closer look at the keyboard. Now, the keyboard, as I said, is all aluminum, nice premium feel. It attaches just like it does on the Surface line, and you can adjust the kickstand to the preferred angle, and it is very, very nice feel. I believe it is backlit, so that's another nice premium feature. One thing I want to differentiate between this, the Surface line, and the Toshiba Dynapad, which we unboxed yesterday, is the fact that price is going to be a factor. Now, with the Surface 3, you're going to pay, but I believe starting at $4 or $5.99 depending on the model you get, and then you have to add another $129 for the touch cover. So you're already talking about into well over $700, including tax and so forth. This costs $5.99 at Best Buy. It's on sale right now. It was $7.99 a few months ago, but Best Buy is having a sale. Now, if you activate it with a 2-year contract, I believe there's even more of a discount. But since I already have Verizon and just already have an activated SIM card, and I didn't want to commit to a 2-year contract, I elected to buy it for the $5.99 purchase price. Now, when you compare it to the Toshiba, which is right here, the Dynapad cost $569, but that includes the pen, which, as you can see here, which also works on this, because it uses the same Wacom technology, but this doesn't include the keyboard. So for the $569, you still have to add $99 for a keyboard that has not even been released yet, or at least not the one that I can find. I'm trying to secure one, hopefully to do for a review. Now, I'm going to go through the setup process. You've seen it a million times. I'll be right back once this thing is all set up. Now, here's just a quick test of OneNote to see how the pen works. This isn't, again, the pen for the HP, but it uses the same technology. This is the pen for the DynaPad that we unboxed yesterday. So let's take a look. So I'm going to use my right hand because of my setup, although I'm left-handed, so don't mind my scribbling here. And as you can see, I have to say it feels pretty good. Does it feel as good as the DynaPad? No. But it's still very, very good. So we're going to put it through its paces, and next time I'm going to do a comparison between this and the DynaPad and see how it relates to the Surface. And as you can see, we're at the home screen. And I have to say, so far the screen looks pretty nice. Now, it doesn't look as nice as the DynaPad screen. We're going to do a comparison between these two tablets, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean. We can use the Toshiba True Pen that comes with the DynaPad. It uses the same technology, and it seems to work very well. So that's good news to see that it does have a standard that's used by other tablets. Now, I'm going to put this thing through its paces. I'm going to test the keyboard. I'm going to test the battery life. I'm interested to see if the battery life is adequate on this machine. I've heard some reports that it's been subpar. I'm going to compare it to the Toshiba DynaPad, so stay tuned for a showdown between the X2 and the DynaPad. And then we're going to also compare it to the Surface 3. The only thing I'm waiting for on the DynaPad, as I stated yesterday, is the keyboard, which has not yet been released, from what I understand. Now, if we look at these two side by side, I'm going to set up the Toshiba here. As you can see, here it is. And I want to show you something very interesting, actually. I want to show the difference between the screens on these two devices. Let me see if you can see that. And let me just put in that. And I'm going to put it on full brightness. This is already on full brightness. This one is on 80%. That's 100%. And I can tell you right away that the Toshiba screen is much, much brighter, much more crispy, much sharper, and much more vibrant. So far, this is the winner in terms of screen. Now, the other difference between these two units is the thickness. I can tell you right now, this is more Surface-like in terms of thickness of the Surface line. This one is much, much thinner. In fact, let me show you the difference. If I take this one, and you see how, let me close the kickstand. You see, this is the thickness. Let me put it side by side with this device. And again, these are both 12-inch devices, and you can see it's a noticeable difference between these two tablets. So weight-wise, I can tell you this is much lighter. We're going to put it through its paces as far as the X2 is concerned. We're going to do a showdown between the Toshiba and the X2 in the coming days. I'm going to do a full review on the Toshiba, and of course I'm going to do a full review on this one as well, on the X2. Now, I can tell you right away, there is a little bit of a problem. See that button here? You see the kickstand release button? It's not that easy to get that pushed down to open that up. So I'm already seeing something that might be a potential negative. But again, time will tell with further testing. So stay tuned. We're going to go through the full review of this and of the Toshiba DynaPad. We're going to do a showdown between the two, so a lot of exciting stuff coming. By the way, I have other stuff on the way, and we're going to do some new unboxings and some new reviews. So stay tuned. This has been Andrew from AMDtech. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Until next time, see ya.